Hello again, guys. So, if you are like me, the first thing you guys saw this morning, among all of the other videos that have gone out, is that tomorrow, Nintendo is doing a Nintendo Direct finally. After all this time, we're finally getting some news about anything. The only catch is we don't know what it's about. Their post today said they would be talking about current games you can play, like Mario Ultimate, and games to come in 2021. How cryptic can you be? It's teasing us with nothing, but with something at the same time. And as you guys have probably already watched all the videos that I've seen today, sorry, I'm late to the party because I have a job. Anyway. Followed up from my last video. Again, what could it be? We've already named the games, guys. What I loved seeing in the comments this week from the video I just posted, some of the games you guys are hoping to see. And a lot of you guys are wanting to see Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, which I cannot blame you guys for that. Those two games are, like I said in my last video, I, like a lot of you, did not buy a Wii U because it wasn't worth getting. And by the time they showed us games I would really want, I had to really weigh it to go, do I want to drop $400 to play Wind Waker? Came close. But, alas, bought my PS4 at the time. But, what can we expect? If you guys are looking at it, remember tomorrow, it's going to be 2 p.m. on Pacific time. So if you're in California, you got something to look forward to. Other than, because there's nothing else really going on in California that you really want to look at. For real, so. California, I love your beaches. And then, of course, up East Coast, 5 p.m., so Eastern time. And that's in the middle. Find your time zone, guys, and then lock in. We got 50 minutes of videos of Nintendo Direct that we really haven't got one that long since, I think it was E3 2019, where they teased Twilight Princess 2 at the very end. So, I'm looking forward to this. I know you guys are all looking forward to this. And we're going to have to see what we get. Again, just so I can say it, I've heard some people now mention some of the stuff I mentioned in my last video. I'm not saying they watched my video, but they did. I had some people mention this week the Zelda collection I showed you guys last time, the 4 games on the GameCube, which was cool to hear people talk about after I had posted. But some more people are talking about multiple releases throughout the year. And again, guys, that's my call. I think we're going to get multiple games until the release of Breath of the Wild 2. So, like I said, I think we're going to get the collection featuring, some people call it Triforce. I'm going to call it, it's called the Triforce trilogy, collection. We'll call that one collection, I think. Again, I'm thinking that one's going to feature a HD Majora's Mask, and I think we're going to get that HD collection of Twilight Princess. And that's because tonally they match. Link and all the other characters featured in the games have a more realistic look. If you compare them to like the next set of games I think we're gonna get, which would be the Wind Waker trilogy, which I think again will include Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks. Again, tonally, those games are also set in the exact same universe as Zelda games go. And then I think we're gonna get that full remake of Skyward Sword. I think we're gonna again, the controls definitely would need to be changed. Which a lot of people, the control mechanics of Skyward Sword, like we talked about last time, really made that game hard for a lot of people to want to really get into. It really turned a lot of people off. The backtracking that took place to get to the dungeons, which I really think having to use the Wii remotes for everything and the nunchuck, that really turned a lot of people off from wanting to go through all the hard stuff in the game, just because it was just more work than you really wanted to get done. Though, now that I thought about it and games I talked about, I really think though, because a lot of games have been getting their trademarks they redone. And sometimes Nintendo has just followed brand new trademarks for a lot of these Zelda games, as reported. But I'm thinking that because of how well Link's Awakening did with its complete redesign, we actually might see some of these older Zelda games get that treatment. It would be cool to see the original Legend of Zelda get that top-down treatment, that giving it that more cartoony look, new character models, new map. I think that would be great. And it would bring some difficulty back to Zelda that we haven't seen in a lot of the games. Zelda 2, Legend of Zelda 2, Link's Adventure, not a great game. It's just no one I know likes that game. No one likes that game. That being said, if they gave us a remake from a remake, I wouldn't hate on it, but I just don't think there's a reason to, and I don't think anyone's asking for it. So I think if anything, we'll see that game come to the NES console, the Switch store. But I'm thinking, I really do think, guys, that good chance we may see Minish Cap show up, and the Oracle of Ages and Seasons in some capacity. Like I said, seeing a full top-down remake would be beautiful, especially with the different characters and the different scenarios you get to go to. They're just some very unique places that we haven't gone to in other Zelda games. That would be great. There's one more thing I'm hoping to see. Now, we've seen this in both the original Collector's Edition I showed you guys that came out with the GameCube with the 4 games. We also saw this on the 3DS remake of Ocarina of Time, and that was Master Quest. Now, not everybody has played that, even after they got the 3DS, but Master Quest is the same game. We get much harder temples. Some of the even game physics from the original Ocarina of Time, when you compare it with Master Quest, the game physics change. Whereas you couldn't shoot through some bars in the original Ocarina of Time, in Master Quest you could, and that was what you had to do, really think outside the box. So it'd be kind of cool to see some of these other games get that same treatment. But as you guys and I are going to sit here and wait patiently because we're adults. Like I told one of my viewers in the comments, keep watching Nintendo's Instagram and Twitter feeds. Okay, that's where I first saw it, was on Instagram and their stories. So guys, tomorrow, keep an eye out. See if you guys can get any teases. Let me know about it. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Go into further content. I know that last time I said my next video was going to be building that Lego, the monster book, but I have a job and children, and they're slave drivers. Talk later. Bye.